For filmmakers, content creators, and camera enthusiasts, the buzz around Sony's upcoming cinema camera, potentially the Sony FX8, has been impossible to ignore. The question on everyone's mind is simple: is Sony finally ready to unveil the next step in their FX series, and what exactly might it bring to the table? Recent developments suggest that something significant is happening at Sony, particularly after the company quietly registered a new camera model in Shanghai, China. While a registration alone doesn't guarantee an immediate release, it's a signal that the company is actively testing and preparing hardware that could influence the FX lineup. For context, Sony's Shanghai facility is not where the majority of their cameras are made. It primarily handles production for their ZV series and other compact cameras. That detail matters because it indicates that whatever is coming may be purpose-built for video, rather than being a consumer-focused hybrid or vlog camera. This registration, combined with other insider information, has sparked speculation that Sony could be preparing a successor or complement to the FX3, FX6, and FX9. These cameras have long been trusted in the cinema and professional video world for their balance of image quality, portability, and reliability, but as of 2025, they are beginning to show their age. Features that competitors now offer, such as internal RAW recording, advanced IBIS, and more flexible codec support, highlight areas where the FX series could use a refresh. While Sony has not officially confirmed anything about a camera called the FX8, the signs suggest the company is exploring options to bring the FX lineup up to speed with modern production demands. According to a trusted source, a review unit of an unannounced Sony camera is already in the hands of professionals. Early feedback from these tests emphasizes that the camera is clearly designed with video users in mind, rather than being a hybrid photo-video body. One of the key features reportedly tested is a completely new IBIS system that significantly improves handheld shooting stability. This addresses one of the main criticisms of the FX6 and FX9, which, despite their strengths, lacked fully effective in-body stabilization for solo operators and run-and-gun filmmaking. If Sony has truly achieved a breakthrough here, it could represent a major upgrade for filmmakers who rely on handheld setups without gimbals. However, not every piece of news is completely positive. The same sources have indicated that the camera may not include open gate recording, a feature many indie filmmakers have grown to rely on for anamorphic lenses, vertical framing, and post-production flexibility. While this could be a drawback, it might be an acceptable compromise if the camera nails other essential features, such as high-quality internal codecs, superior IBIS, and improved autofocus. It's important to note that these details are still unconfirmed and that the camera's official designation, whether it's the FX8 or a different model entirely, has yet to be revealed. Nevertheless, the combination of professional-grade video tools and a camera already in review strongly suggests that Sony is preparing something substantial for filmmakers. Looking at the FX series as a whole, the FX3 has been celebrated for its compact, versatile design, but it is not a high-end cinema camera in the traditional sense. The FX6 and FX9, meanwhile, continue to deliver excellent low-light performance, robust color science, and solid cine-style ergonomics, yet they are starting to lag behind competitors who are pushing the limits of sensor design, stabilization, and recording flexibility. This makes the timing of the potential FX8 particularly interesting, as it could bridge the gap between Sony's compact offerings and more fully featured cinema cameras, satisfying both solo operators and professional crews. So, what would we like to see from the FX8 if Sony truly wants to make a statement in 2025? First and foremost, open gate recording remains a priority. Even though initial reports suggest it may not be included, this feature has become increasingly essential for creative flexibility, allowing filmmakers to maximize sensor real estate for reframing and vertical or anamorphic shooting. Alongside this, internal RAW recording, or at least high-bit depth codecs like ProRes or XAVC, is critical. Filmmakers no longer want to rely on external recorders for professional-grade footage. Built-in support for these formats can drastically improve efficiency on set. Autofocus is another area ripe for improvement. Sony's Alpha series has set high standards with subject tracking and eye detection, yet cinema cameras have lagged behind in this respect. For the FX8, bringing Alpha level AF to the cinema line would be a game-changer, particularly for solo shooters, documentary filmmakers, and wedding videographers who need reliable subject tracking without manual intervention. Combined with improved touchscreen and menu controls, this could significantly reduce the cognitive load during fast-paced shoots. The new IBIS system mentioned in leaks could be another standout feature. If Sony leverages the stabilization tech found in their latest Alpha and ZV series cameras, the FX8 could offer dramatically smoother handheld footage, reducing the need for gimbals or external stabilizers. For documentary filmmakers, solo operators, or anyone working in tight or dynamic spaces, this could transform the camera's usability and unlock more creative possibilities. Modularity is also crucial for an FX series camera. Sony's Cine cameras are prized for their ability to integrate with cages, monitors, follow-focus systems, and audio modules. However, the ideal FX8 would strike a balance, offering robust functionality straight out of the box while retaining compatibility for fully rigged setups. This ensures that both beginners and professional crews can benefit without being forced into complex builds to achieve high production quality. Despite all this excitement, it's worth maintaining a realistic perspective. Pricing will likely be a critical factor. If the FX8 is positioned between the FX3 and FX6, it must justify its cost without cannibalizing existing models. Sony will need to balance innovation with value to ensure that the camera appeals to budget-conscious shooters while still offering meaningful upgrades for those already invested in the FX ecosystem. Moreover, incremental updates, such as slightly improved IBIS or minor codec additions, would likely disappoint professionals who expect a genuine leap forward in performance and workflow. Another consideration is the competitive landscape. Cameras like the Red Komodo X, Blackmagic's expanding cinema line, and even Canon's R5C have raised the bar in affordable, high-quality cinema cameras. Sony can no longer rely solely on reputation. Innovation and practical improvements are essential. Features like high frame rate internal recording, advanced color management, and next-generation IBIS could make the FX8 a true competitor in this space, especially for content creators who prioritize compact form factors without compromising on image quality. So, what does this mean for filmmakers contemplating a purchase today? Should you wait for the FX8 or stick with your current FX6, FX3, or even other cinema cameras? The answer depends on urgency and workflow. If you're in the middle of a production and rely on your current camera for deliverables, there's no need to pause your work. The FX6 and FX3 are still capable and reliable tools. However, if you're planning a future investment and want to maximize flexibility and cutting-edge features, holding off a few weeks could pay off, especially if the FX8 delivers on the rumored improvements. So, what do you hope Sony includes in the FX8? Are you most excited about the improved IBIS, alpha-level autofocus, or internal high-quality recording? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on every leak, rumor, and insight about Sony's FX8 and other cinema cameras, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. The next generation of FX cameras is coming, and it's shaping up to be an exciting ride for filmmakers worldwide.